Hello, I'm Weird Alexander, not to be confused with Yankovic the Great, and this is The Last Door Season 2, Collector's Edition. Anyways, sorry for the cold open yesterday, just felt like it seemed right, or something in the back of my head, I don't know. Unless you didn't see it, in which case, nothing happened. Don't worry about it. Well, let's get on with Episode 1, The Playwright. Dr. Wakefield visits the East Hill Asylum to investigate the past of Alexander Dupre, a man who might be connected to Wakefield's patient's sudden and mysterious disappearance. Let's go. Start over. Previously on The Last Door, since we did this last year. Jeremiah DeVitt, alerted by the suicide mysterious letter of his friend Anthony Beechworth, went in search for the memories of his past that he had lost. DeVitt discovered that in school he had taken part in a strange experiment. His goal was to peek through the veil, the thin line between common reality and the world of horror and madness that lies beyond, under the watch of the Eye of the Bird. During his search, he was inoculated with the drug they had used back then. The serum made DeVitt's mind travel for a few hours to the dreamlike realm of the Veil. There, he met his old classmate Alexander Dupre, no relation, who urged DeVitt to join his cause and cross with him to the realm of the Bird. When DeVitt woke up from his trance, he found himself deeply convinced by his friend's words. He traveled to Dupre's house, where he discovered his friend had dosed himself with a new serum, leaving a catatonic body behind. This new drug was capable of transporting the mind permanently to the Veil and beyond. Finally, DeVitt found a vial of the serum and had it injected. He met his friend again in the Veil, and together, they walked through the last door, entering a world of forbidden to human eyes. DeVitt's therapist, Dr. John Wakefield, worried by his patient's appearance and strange visions, had sought the help of his colleague Professor Johann Kaufman, an expert in the occult. Searching Anthony Beechworth's house, Wakefield and Kaufman found a disturbing returned letter in which Anthony had tried to warn Alexander Dupre of what could happen if the door was opened. He feared something from the other side might then come to ours. They're coming. None of us could prepare for this. The visions screaming, or merely a warning. And it's too late. They're coming. I love this intro music. It really gets the point across, I'd say. Also, a new intro from Season 1, apparently. That's cool. Last night, I had the nightmare again. But this time it was different. This time he talked to me. It It was the same unknown street, void of any sound and life. I walked aimlessly, as if I were lost. Then I could hear it, the broken tromping onto wet cobblestones, the familiar sound of approaching, limping footsteps. Then, as before, he stood in front of me, gazing unrelentlessly, like he was expecting something. This time he spoke. Give me back what he took, nothing else. Give me back what he took. No, I've fallen asleep again. What time is it? Done already. It's time. It was several months since Kaufman and I had found that mysterious letter in Anthony Beechworth's house. A letter never sent, with a cryptic warning what would happen if a certain door were opened. It bore only the name of the addressee, Alexander Dupre. We felt sure Dupre was key to finding my patient and friend Jeremiah DeVitt, who had disappeared in such strange circumstances. Troubled by the death of his friend Anthony, DeVitt had visited the school of his childhood and had never been seen again. Kaufman soon conveyed to me his deep concerns and warned that I should conduct any investigation with the utmost discretion. He pursued his own research, though his thoughts and methods remained a secret. In his last letter, he requested that I visit East Hill Lunatic Asylum in London. There were reasons to believe that Alexander had been institutionalized there for many years. I was asked to confirm this hypothesis, and if it proved correct, to gather whatever other information might arise. Oh boy. Victorian era instant loony bin. This is, you know why, like, old asylums are always, like hotbeds for paranormal in the movies and such? It's because they didn't have the best reputation back then. You can trust doctors now. They won't give you syphilis or something nowadays, I don't think. Oh, wait, that was an American doctor thing. I don't know, whatever. Point is, we come a long way. Season 2, Episode 1, the playwright, whatever. Moving on. Whatever. So, this is East Hill Lunatic Asylum. Hope I can find information on Alexander Dupre here. What's this guy doing? Sea monster found in St. Ives! Yeah. News on the case of the dead ambassador. Yeah. Canada elects a new prime minister. Yeah. Anything else, kid? Good morning. I would like to purchase a newspaper. Good morning, boy. Will you give me a newspaper? Yes, sir. It's 6 pence. I'm afraid I don't have 6 pence. Can you make change for a shilling? Sorry, but I can't, sir. But you know where to find me when you have the coins. What can you tell me about this building? The asylum? Never been inside, and I hope I never will. Full of crazies, you know. Have you seen anything unusual around here? No, but maybe if you bought a newspaper. Goodbye, boy. Bye, sir. Cheeky scamp. place seems harmless on the outside, but what else is here? Ah. Hi, sir. Good morning. Ah, yes. A lovely morning. Sunlight of a quite fascinating character. Beg your pardon? The light makes everything look different. You see, the light touches things, soaks into them, changes their nature. It makes them shimmer, or it makes them die. Do you live here in the hospital? I do indeed. My family is a generous benefactor to East Hill. They had me committed, but I don't blame them. They are just incapable of appreciating my art, or any art, for that matter. They mistake it for insanity. Tours. Joy. What are you drawing there? I'm not just drawing, my friend. I'm trying to feel the light, to translate its power to the surface of the paper. Those animals don't like it, though. They don't want me to succeed, so they take them away. They take my drawings and then they study them and they laugh because my eyes can see the light and theirs are blind. But someday, someday everyone will understand. Who are they, the ones who take your art away? Those foolish caretakers. They hide behind a big mirror where they think themselves safe and they look at me. They observe me. They even take notes. Would you happen to know where your drawings are now? I suspect they're somewhere in the archives, since I've seen confiscated items taken there before. You seem different from the rest. Can I trust you? I've been trying to sneak in for days now, but Miss Riswell keeps a tight guard on the door. I even stole a key from one of those guards. You're a doctor. Surely you could gain entry. If you could recover my drawings, I would be so grateful. You'd take the key with you. Thank you, I guess. My name is Dr. Wakefield. I'm looking for a man who lived here some time ago. Would you happen to know one Alexander Dupre? The name does not ring a bell. I've not been here long, though. You should ask the other patients. They may be able to help you. So I've been here for many years. Or you could ask one of the others, the brutes who keep us here. I must go. Have a nice day. Well, he didn't seem particularly nice, just different. The large door is made of strong metal. This must lead to a secure ward of the hospital. Inmate quarters. What's this? A few cardboard sheets lie on the bench. Each shows a perfectly symmetric design in black ink. Please do not touch them. Yeah, okay. Thanks for the key at least. That'll be useful at some point, I suppose. Okay. Going in. A serene bucolic landscape with gentle colors. And below it... Nope. Okay, I guess those are connected. A portrait of a severe-looking man, most probably the founder of the Institute. A bookshelf. These books are not volumes of psychiatry or medical science, but old serial novels for patients to read. Well, that's nice. Good morning, madam. My name is Dr. Wakefield. I'm a psychologist. Oh my, good morning. Forgive my manners, I get so excited when we have visitors. We don't get many these days, and certainly we're lacking experts like you. What do you mean you lack experts? Every year we get less funding from the Crown. First the doctors started to leave, then it was the caretakers. Now very few remain. But we have a responsibility to our poor patients, do we not? We must care for them. They cannot be out living with the proper people. We must keep ourselves safe, and our patients too, of course. I'm looking for a man who used to be a patient here a few years ago. His name is Alexander Dupre. Did you perchance ever meet him? Alexander Dupre. Yes, there was one of a foreign name. Remember something of him. A good man, if I recall correctly, an educated man. But there was something strange about them, wasn't there? I believe it scared some of the other patients. You never know with this lot. I'm sorry I can't remember much. There have been so many people here, it's hard to keep track. Have you worked here for long? Yes, a long time. I can scarcely remember how many years. Time goes slowly in here, in the isolation. The rules don't allow us to leave. I don't know what's happening in the world anymore. We have our duty, do we not? Who else will care for our patients? May I request access to the Institute's archives? There should be some information there about the man I'm looking for, Mr. Dupre. I'm sorry, Doctor, but the archives are private. We must not allow anyone to access them without the proper authority. Many of our patients come from good families, you see, and we take great care to respect their privacy. But do not look so crestfallen. You would not find much in any case. It's a long time since they've been organized. Okay. Well, work here takes a great deal of discipline, Dr. Wakefield, but as I'm sure you can appreciate, it's very rewarding in itself, but oh, I do wish I had something to occupy my mind more, to only pass the time, and that would ease my burden. I shall not bother you then. The rose window brings a solemn air to the room. I'm sorry, sir, the archive is off limits. Noted. Here's another portrait. An oil picture portraying Nymphana, patron saint of psychiatrists, but also of those who suffer neurological disorders and victims of incest. Ooh boy. She was killed by her own father, who chopped off her head after she refused to marry him when her mother died. Hope that guy got what he deserved. Jesus. This must be the recreational wing, where the patients relax and pass the time. Perhaps here I can find someone who met Alexander Dupre when he was institutionalized. Marble bust of Hygeia, Greek gods of physical and mental health. The stone bust keeps the patient silent company. A cheerful pastoral scene. A sunny beach lapped by waves of a gentle sea. The warm decoration of this room suggests a great deal of sensitivity to the patient's moral needs. A variety of old-fashioned landscapes that portray nature as tame and welcoming. Yeah. Hey, Colonel. A man wearing a worn-out military uniform, lost in God knows what thoughts. Might as well see if we can get a response. Excuse me, sir, but I could not help but notice your uniform. Were you in the army? Leave me alone. You do not want to talk to a coward such as myself. Sir? Leave me alone, I'm just a coward. Okay, then. It's odd that only this window is shuttered. The curtain casts a mottled shadow over this corner of the room. Good morning, madam. My name is Wakefield. I'm looking for a former patient of this institution. They're rumbling. She doesn't seem to have noticed me. Have you been... Madam, if I may persist, have you been living here for long? They're rumbling. I'm looking for a former patient of this hospital. You may have met him. An eyeless gaze. I'm looking for a man that you may have met. His name is Alexander Dupre. Well, that was something. What a strong reaction upon his Mr. Dupre's name. She must have at least met him. How can I get her to talk to me? Good morning. I'm a psychiatrist, Dr. Wakefield. Quite an impressive institution you have here. Can I ask for your assistance? I'm looking for a former patient of his institution. His name's Dupre. I'm sorry, sir. I've never heard that name before. Maybe one of your senior colleagues could know something about this former patient. Well, you could ask Miss Riswell in the entrance hall. She's been here for years, maybe for too long. You know, we caretakers live here with the patients, and we are not allowed to leave the asylum's premises. This life can get to you if you don't take proper care. I try to keep as much distance as possible from the lunatics. The asylum's quite big, but I can't help noticing there aren't many patients around. Well, apart from those in the isolation ward, it's true that there aren't many patients at present, but there are even fewer of us caretakers now. We're only 3 for the whole hospital. From what I've been told, in the old times, the income was enough to provide for everything we needed. Complete staff, proper accommodations for the patients, and the best doctors. But as the newer, bigger regional asylums were built, the Crown support was gradually withdrawn from East Hill. Soon everyone started leaving, and this is what remains. Well, thank you in any case. I will leave you to work in peace. What else is here? What the hell? Looks like a therapy log. Edward Rowan, 27, acute dementia, September 25th, 1891. Mr. Rowan's condition has degenerated since the last session. He is restless, as if the morphine had no effect on him. For the last week he has been obsessive, troubled for reasons unknown. September 25th, 1891. The patient's dosage has been doubled to no effect. September 29th, 1891. What's going on in this room? Dr. Weddle has been attacked and bitten in the face. 4 men were needed to subdue the patient, Mr. Rowan. 3 markings were found on his body upon examination. Self-harm is a possible cause. October 3rd, 1891. Mr. Rowan is getting better day by day, both physically and mentally. His habits have changed considerably. He now shows an interest in religion and spends his time murmuring prayers, albeit ones unknown to my colleagues and me. 3 marks on him. The mystery drug that Dupre was working on? A glass jar full of a transparent liquid that may or may not be water. There's a coin resting on the bottom. Ick. There's a thin piece of metal holding the window open. Yoink. Oh. Darkest room news, now I can see through the false mirror. There's a man on the other side, heavily restrained, desperately trying to free himself. He has an expression of unbearable horror on his face. I think we should go. Yeah, leaving is probably yeah. Leave him to it. Okay. I think we'll be back next time.